So let's go back into the next part. If we look at this picture, we can see that he is running around the clock. And it doesn't matter if you're male or female, time is a situation and an activity that everyone needs to deal with. I like this quote from Jim Rohn, who's a business coach, leader, and entrepreneur. He said, "Don't mistake movement for achievement. It's easy to get faked out being busy, but the question is, busy doing what?" So as you look at your schedule that you've finished making now, I'd encourage you to look back and just think, what are some things that I can cut out? Are there activities that you can do less of or eliminate totally in order to free up some time for a new goal or a new activity that you want to pursue? I've seen many times that we fall into a pattern or a routine and we go through activities for weeks, months, or even years, but we don't really pause and think, okay, what else can I change? What else can I be doing? Or do I want to be doing? And just as we grow physically and emotionally, we also grow in our desires, our goals, our wants, and make changes as we go through life. And so the transition you're going through, it's sort of a wake up time saying, okay, well, what do I want to change? What do I want to rearrange in my schedule to make it a little bit different? Also, I encourage you to look at your free time. Maybe there's family, sports, music, religious activities, a side job, recreation, different things that you're involved with. What else do you want to be doing in your free time? Maybe you learn a skill. And I've given some examples there. Business, selling, cooking, driving, finance. We all need to know uh, some of those things, as well as communication, conflict resolution. We'll be doing these things for the rest of our lives. Why don't we take some time to get better at those areas? I'd encourage you to pause for a couple of minutes and just think, where can you free up time? So look at your schedule, look at your activities and your busyness, look at your free time. Where can you take some chunks of time, half hour, 45 minutes, 2 hours, on a daily or a weekly basis in order to put into your schedule the things that you want to be spending time on? And I have a question about work. We'll talk more about this in the financial section, but why are you working? Are you exchanging too much time for too little money? Let's take a minute to go a little bit further. Think about how you can increase your income without increasing your time. Maybe there's new skills that you can learn at work or outside of work. Maybe there's vertical or horizontal transfer. Vertical transfer means that you can take on more responsibilities in the place where you're at. Horizontal transfer means maybe you can take your skills and move to a parallel department in your company, or even to a new company where you can have an increase for pay. A friend of mine was had moved to the US, and he was surprised. He worked his first year, and a headhunter called him up after a year of working there and said, "Oh, do you want to try this job?" And his salary was 20,000 US more. And it was basically the same responsibilities he was doing. So he said, sure. He jumped over into the other job, the second job. And about 2, 3 years after that, so he had been in the US about 4 years, he again got a call from a headhunter and said, "Oh, well, there's this job in this position. We're looking for somebody who has your abilities, your gifts, skills." And at that time, his salary increased almost 30,000. So within 3 or 4 years, he almost doubled his income. Yeah, he almost doubled his income from about 50,000 up to 100,000, uh, just because he was able to do a horizontal transfer. And last, start a business or buy real estate. We'll talk again in finance, but there's really two ways to have more money. One is to decrease your expenses, and that includes the things like budgeting and spending less, and you know focusing on assets rather than liabilities. The other is to increase your income. And so by having a business, you can get income from what you're selling, a service or a good. You can also uh, reduce some of your taxes because of now cell phones, parts of your house, travel, etc., can be used as a business expense. You have to consult an accountant to get more details. I'm not a lawyer and accountant, but I'm somebody that's had my own businesses and bought and sold real estate. And these are areas that, with professional advice, you can be increasing your income and decreasing your expenses. Keep in mind that when you're making worthwhile goals, you're reaching out to them, and you have to build a meaningful life, it's going to take some time because you have to implement new habits and new activities. It's going to take some discipline, and it will take some hard work. This video is from VeggieTales. It's cute. I've given you the YouTube link there, but I encourage you to go online and to click on the link and watch through. It's about 5 minutes, and then we'll move into the last section of successful transitions, talking about your time.